Hej, jeg hedder Tobias. Hello, my name is Tobias, and this is Martin Emil.
Mit navn er Martin Emil.
Sproget er talt nu tales lidt under 6 millioner mennesker globalt, det vil sige 0,008% af verdens befolkning. Nu til dags er sproget meget påvirket af fremmedord. For eksempel låneord fra engelsk spiller en stor rolle, og engelsk er desuden det primære sprog benyttet af danske internationale såvel som nationale virksomheder. Grundet internationaliseringen af erhvervslivet samt den øgede efterspørgsel på udenlandsk arbejdskraft. The language I'm speaking now is spoken as a first language by more than 500 million people. Furthermore, 700 million people have English as their foreign language or secondary language. This adds up to over 1.2 billion people being able to communicate in English worldwide. English is on its way to becoming the lingua franca of the world, for better or worse. It's the language of internet, it's the language of finance, of popular music and media, and last but not least, diplomacy. English is spoken everywhere. So the question is, which language should be the primary language of education?
Back in 2014, when I first started attending Nyborg Gymnasium, it was a whole new world to me. I'd never before heard English spoken as a primary language in school, and most definitely not by ethnic Danes. This had me puzzled for a very long time. Why would two people with the same mother tongue speak and communicate with each other in a different language? It simply didn't make sense to me. It seemed irrational. It was first when I got talking to some IB students at a party that the answer to this mystery revealed itself to me. The IB students felt that they were able to express themselves much better and more freely in English than they ever were in Danish. Some of them were also choosing to practice their English and to prepare for the international labor market. Of course, some of them, the foreign students, might also have a third reason. During the first few months of my attendance here, I found myself avoiding IB students mainly because I didn't want to engage in any English conversations, but also, sadly, because of their strange or different appearance to me. My ignorance for the unknown had me rolling my eyes whenever I heard English spoken in the canteen or the hallways. I found it ridiculous, and I oftentimes called myself snickering or grinning to myself whenever I passed any English-speaking IB students in the hallways. I don't know if this makes me a bad person. Well, it probably does, but it definitely makes me small-minded. Unfortunately, not everyone is as lucky as I was to receive this eye-opener, but that opened my mind to the actual aspects of speaking English, the English language on an everyday basis.
The point we're trying to make is that everybody at our gymnasium should feel welcome and included in all activities despite the language barrier. If we want a multicultural and modern gymnasium, we will have to speak English more often than not. Speaking English will not only contribute to making a better society at our school, it will also improve everyone's English skills and therefore make us, the students, much more qualified to succeed in this globalized world that we live in after graduation. It would be a refreshing take on the lessons if the STX English classes could include teachings about some of the same topics that IB classes do. We're not proposing that the classes should be taught in the same way or be identical, not at all, but it would be nice if the topics of the lessons were alike, as it would create this sort of common ground for the IB program and the STX program, which are currently very divided. This way the IBs wouldn't feel as excluded from the general community of the gymnasium as they are now. And this mutuality would create possibilities for small talk for all students. This even establishes the possibility for students from both the IB program and the STX program to work together to solve their homework. Another possibility is to create events for all students across the programs. This would once again increase the interaction between the programs and improve the integration of the foreign and internationally oriented students. The purpose of this gymnasium is to prepare its students, us, for the real life that awaits us when we graduate. It's a fact that the world is becoming ever more globalized as we speak, and all signs points to English as the primary or dominant form of communication in this globalized society. It remains ever more common to see fluent English as a field of requirement when applying for jobs.
To sum up, strengthening the bonds between the IB program and the STX program would not only improve the general community on campus, but also the readiness of all students. Thank you.